we are right now is a place called Hyderabad and Riding Polo Club with the short name of HPRC. It's in India, I think, one of the great setups and infrastructure for upcoming riders, whether it's equestrian in jumping, dressage or in polo. So the first day when the ladies arrived, we made them try the horses, as we have a good number of horses, almost touching about 100 at the club. All the three teams tried the horses. The first day the matches happened between UK and USA. And the second day we had India play USA. And we had mixed tournament with a cup called Inhabit Cup, with the men's and the ladies playing together, with a mixed team from UK, USA and India, and the gents from the club.
But Alice takes the pony. There's another shot. Going in the right direction. And there should be a goal.
HPRC is beautiful. I have been astounded by the stables, the number of horses here, and then the number of members. I believe I was told that there are 2,000 members, which is more than any other polo club I've heard of. But I believe it because this arena has been very fun to play in. It's a bit different than what I'm used to at home. It's a bit wider, but it opens up opportunities for different types of play. And I've been amazed seeing the facility come together over the course of the week. The sponsorship banners, the couches for people to sit on, even the live scoreboard and TV video. The arena itself is beautiful, and these grounds are just so much fun to walk on. Like you'll see behind me, artwork everywhere. It's a very serene place to be when you're not on the horse battling it out.
And all the way down to the team there. As your chest is right there. He's gonna get her. As your chest is right there, Hamza. Battling it out. Hamza's right there. Nice stick work by the professional polo player. Nice, beautiful. Next shot by Hamza. Imperial play. And Cutter's right there. Takes it down. He goes past the entire Ruby. Takes it around. Nice play by Cutter's when he's done this before. Right there. And it's a beautiful goal by Cutter. The polo school instructor, horse manager to the stars.
Forward, that should be a goal. Yes, it's a goal. She gets another time. It's going to be fielded through, but there's Hamza. Alice. Gets the ball now, Alice. Off to the side. Alice, for the lead. Looks like good. Arsalan gets on the ball. Arsalan taking it over now. Arsalan with Alice. Alice running in. Arsalan gets it on the ball. He again once again puts it on the ball and passes it to Alice. Alice empty over it. But the goes to the left. Rosanna is there to clear the way. She takes a lovely quick shot. She moves to the side. A deep quick shot. What a lovely shot there. Well, Alice galloping up to the ball, but Hamza is there. And a backhander, lovely backhander from Rosanna.
This event is such a good learning experience wherein when you compete against other teams, you see what skill sets the other players have, and it's kind of like setting a benchmark for yourself. When you see one team playing so well, you see the kind of coordination they have, the kind of skills an individual player has, and when you're interacting with them, all the players are so friendly, so they want to share.
It's been a pleasure to play with the Indian girls, and we've shared some tips with each other and had lots of chats off the field about horses, about playing and everything, and the passion that they have for the sport is incredible to see. And they have a lot of fire in them. They're tough, tough girls. So it was really, really fun. And events like this can only help it grow. The arena is amazing. I don't think any of us have ever played in an arena this big before. It was great because it allowed us to play a much more open game. None of us, Alice plays arena this winter, but Alice and I haven't played since the end of the grass season. So it was incredibly exciting to be back on a horse and back playing. And the three of us are really good friends, but we never played together. So it was a really nice opportunity, and I think like our friendship and our charisma came through, and it allowed us to play almost better than we expected. We weren't sure. Usually when you play with someone you don't know, it takes that time to get to know who works how. But it was a nice surprise that even in a new place with new horses that we clicked. And the horses were good. It took us a little while to get used to them as is normal. But yesterday they really came through for us, for sure.
The polo was a great level. Yeah, it was really, really tough. Like, women's polo is always quite, it's a big contact sport. We've all come off with quite a few bruises, but the arena here is great. The ground runs really well, and it's a nice big arena. So yeah, structurally as Team UK, we could really use the field and the corners and the wall. So yeah, it's been great, and the spectators have been loving it here. I mean, they've built up this entire place. We've just been watching it happen before our eyes, and it's just so beautiful.
We would like to introduce to you all the players who took part in the HPRC International Winners in Polo Trophy 2023, and we'd like to begin by introducing you to the players and the host team. And I'd like to request our chief guest this evening, Shri Anjali Kumar, the Director General of Police of Telangana, to please throw in the ball to commence the final match of the second edition of HPRC International Women's Arena Polo Tournament. They're all looking anxious and set. The ball is in play. It's Alice Bosch. He gets away with the first try. He's got a chance there. The ball gets left behind. Christina also overriding the bit. We have, lovely strike there. You can see there are females for each side. That is Madeline Koch, picking the ball up, taking it off the bounce of this Madeline. Backhanders and lovely backhander. Madeline picks up the ball on the other side. And they're taking it away. Once again, Alice Ball. Ball there for Alice. Still right there, right next to the goal ball. And yes, the ball has struck the goal. And that is the second goal for the captain getting a big bump from Alice Ball. Backhand captain who strikes and she is off the blocks. It's Carolyn Tiller in attack. This possessed there by Alice. Alice Madeline called with a chance. No clearance. Lovely work by Alice. He struck the ball enough to put it away from him. So a chance there. Back Alice who scored. Alice takes away from there. Alice making the move, making the foul big line now. She goes to the middle. Cheryl. The ball. Atlas trying to take the ball up. But there is Rosanna defending the ball the other way. Takes a lovely flyer. She is on that line on the ball. She tries to pick up the ball by the corners of the horse, but she misses now. The ball in the corner of the arena, number 6 up there. And now it is Alice. Alice making a move. Alice now. But there is Gary. He takes the ball away from Alice. On the near side. She is making a move. She is making it over. And a lovely piece of play right there. Rosanna making a move. Goes quickly. She's on the move. Takes a lovely shot there. Goes a little wide though. But it is still Rosanna there. But this time it's going to be. And it is Team UK with the backhander. And that was Christina.
Very, very competitive game. Rosanna had to, the captain had to sort of touch me and say, "Look, calm down. You're rushing and you're getting too stressed." I was shouting at the umpire, so that just sort of tells everything about the sport and the game against Team USA. And then the final 2 chukkers, Team UK, were so much more well structured. We pass to each other, we back each other up and come round, and that for me is the nicest part of the sport, just being able to gel with your players and sort of flow round the arena. Rosanna did great at the back. She would hit up, but if she was on a particularly fast horse, then me or Christina would stay back, and it just gelled really well. I think one of the best moments for me was coming up to Madeline and us just having this ride off, and My Little Pony Top Gun was sort of almost losing its legs. It was trying so hard, and she was laughing and cracking up, and she was really trying as well. That's got to be one of the highlights. And then looking up and you see all of the chandeliers and the grand spectators whilst you're there sweating it out. No, it was a really, really fun match.
All the captains with each other. Carolyn Tiller with the backhand on the other side. Rosanna asking a question to the umpire. The umpire says, "No, I'm not listening. I'm hard of listening." That's the best part about umpiring. You gotta have 2 ears. Connected up. This is Madeline Cobb. Alice John for the American team. Clearance once again from Alice Ward, and she cleared it to the near side forward shot. Big swing there by Madeline. But the ball is going in the right direction from the British team. And it's Alice Ward. She struck the ball. It's going toward the wall. Right up the goal now. It's right there. It's that game. Goal number 8. Rosanna all by herself. This time she responds to the backhander. The ball once again with Sayale, but this is Christina. Oh, it's back now. Oh, another backhander. Rosanna, lovely cut backhander foul now for the British team. Alice Ward in attack. The ball is bouncing to the breaks and keeping the ball in control. Christina and Alice take the charge. It's Christina! Oh, nice for the American, but no, it's Christina on the ball once again. Christina! Oh, big one, right, एक मैच जीती गई है अमेरिकन टीम को। अमेरिकन टीम की कैप्टन कैरोलिन टिलर इस स्ट्राइक किया और हजारा को शॉट किया। कितना लंबा उसका शॉट था, उससे भाई उनके चेहरे पे मुस्कान थी। और इसी के साथ कैप्टन ने बॉल को पकड़ा है और इसके बाद एक बार फिर कैप्टन ने बॉल को कैप्टन रोजाना उनके साथ साथ एलिस से टैप किया, बॉल पीछे छूट गई। कैरोलिन के पास बॉल है, मैदान के सामने खाली है, लंबा शॉट लगा रोजाना, बैकहैंडर के लिए तैयार, बैकहैंडर शॉट के साथ डिफेंस किया। फिर रोजाना ने बॉल को लिए इंडियन जोन से, रोजाना ऑन द बॉल, ब्रिटिश टीम एक बार फिर से अटैक में, क्रिस्टीना आगे बढ़ चुकी है, एलिस वहां पे बॉल पे, एलिस।
It's always very interesting because when you're in a game it's so intense and you're fighting tooth and nail with these people that you love, with the people on the other team who you've become great friends with in such a short space of time. But it's when you get on the pitch, it's like you switch and you become a totally different person. And then as soon as the match finishes, you have to switch back and you become friends again.
I think we're really here as ambassadors for each country to really help grow the sport for everybody. And I know women's polo here in India has a big trajectory, and I hope that by us coming here we can help with that growth and that excitement. And if some young girl saw us play last night and decides to play and becomes the best female player in India, then that was a mission accomplished for us. So.
Alright, all is in play, and the fourth and final chapter of the HPRC International Women's Arena Polo Tournament gets underway. It's Carolyn Stibbel on the ball, the American captain. Dispossessed there by Christina, trying really hard, getting support there from Rosanna. Corner of the field, chance there, Christina with a backhander, and yes, the ball has struck the target. It's Carolyn Stibbel in attack for the Americans, but she's not going to have it easy. A backhander from Rosanna, another backhander this time from this, that is getting back Magnus Cobb, and here is coming from Alice Moore. Session, Rosanna taps, and Rosanna scores! That is goal number 15. British team ने 15 गोल डाल चुके हैं। देखिए किस तरीके से उनकी कैप्टन रोजाना टर्न के पास बॉल एक बार फिर है। रोजाना टर्न और एक बार फिर आगे बढ़ती स्थिति में रोजाना ने बॉल को आगे बढ़ाया। रोजाना ने फिर से किया साइड से काफी शानदार और देखिए किस तरीके से बैक हैंडर से एक बार फिर गोल की तरफ बॉल को बढ़ाया। क्रिस्टीना बॉल पर है, उसके पास मौका है और शानदार स्ट्राइक क्रिस्टीना कराई दिया बैक शॉट की कोशिश। एलिस बॉस ने घोड़े को संभाला, लेकिन वो राइट साइड की तरफ चली गई। यहाँ पे कैरोलिन स्टिबल ने बॉल को संभाला है और आक्रमण के साथ आगे बढ़ती हुई कैरोलिन स्टिबल। देखिए किस तरीके से प्लेयर्स दीवार से पहले अपने घोड़े को भगा लेते हैं और इसी के साथ फाइनल बेल का संकेत स्कोर इस मैच की कहानी आपको बता रहा है कि आपके सामने HPRC इंटरनेशनल विमेंस एरिना पोलो टूर्नामेंट के विजेता यूनाइटेड किंगडम विमेंस पोलो टीम बीटिंग USA पोलो टीम 18 goals to 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, now this needs to reach all the higher authorities in Telangana. Because before we begin the presentation, I'd like to make a formal complaint. Please listen very carefully. I'm making a formal complaint against this gentleman here, Mr. Chaitanya Kumar. He's the president of HPRC. And my complaint is that in the last 2 decades that we have known him, he has not improved one bit. He is still the same soft-spoken, kind and generous, fun-loving person that he is. And let's have a big round of applause for this man. You need to come here. No. From all the polo players, 3 cheers for Chaitanya Kumar. Amen.
It's been an incredible experience. I think on behalf of all the players, we are so lucky to be here and we're so grateful. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's helped with the horses. It's incredible to be mounted so well when we're playing internationally. Mitesh, thank you so much. And of course, potentially more importantly, to the grooms.
the event here over the last week. It's been absolutely fantastic. The ladies have demonstrated their skills of polo from across the three nations here. And I think for women's polo, it's getting stronger and stronger, and for here in India as well. It's very big in America, very big in England, and of course very big in Argentina. And I think this club, within the next 12 months, once all the facilities are complete, will be welcoming a lot of other teams from around the world, and both men and ladies and mixed players. And hopefully I'll be a part of that, as I was on this event. So yeah, if you're into polo, please come along, enjoy it here at Hyderabad Polo Riding Club. Thank you.
When you win my house, in the cabin. Better buy food when you win my house. Taster than a backflip in the. Better buy food when you win my house. In the cabin. Locked up in the basement, got a taster than a backflip in the attic. Westwood, I'm out blasting in the cabin. Locked up in the basement, got a taster than a backflip in the attic. Westwood, I'm out blasting in the cabin. Locked up in the basement, got a taster than a backflip in the attic. Westwood, I'm out blasting in the cabin. Locked up in the basement, got a taster than a backflip in the attic. Westwood, I'm out blasting in the cabin. Locked up in the basement, got a. Better buy food when you win my house. Better buy food when you win my house. Win my house. Win my house.
HPRC को शुक्रिया।